Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph and why I do believe that $10 is still very achievable for it this bull run. So with that being said, before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that we are still having our buy one get one 25% off sale on all crypto posters right now on our website. You can get yourselves a Hedera Hashgraph HBAR themed one right now. Links will be down in the description below as well as in the comments below. But with that being said, let's jump into this juicy content. So I said when HBAR and XRP both hit $10 plus, what will all the people who sold say? So the reason why I do think that HBAR could hit $10 is kind of going back to the overall message that I had in my last video on HBAR. Not from today, but yesterday's video. And when we look at these crypto assets that are in this top 10 space, it's crazy that all of these assets at one point in time will most likely hit $100 billion in market cap. I personally think that by the end of this bull run, that most of these top 10 assets, if not all of them, will be well over $100 billion plus, because I do think that by the end of this bull run, we could see the market cap of all crypto, the total market cap, be about $7 to $10 trillion. We could possibly see maybe lows of $5 trillion if that is our conservative range. But that still allows for a lot of room to move for most altcoins, as well as even Bitcoin and also Ethereum themselves. So, with that being said, let's look at the main four that I really kind of want to talk to you guys about and really kind of address in this video. Now, that would be Cardano, Hedera Hashgraph, obviously, Bitcoin, and also Ethereum. Now, these four assets are very special because first off, we are taking in to accountability the first two. We could just kind of scratch off Tether because that is kind of just one stablecoin. We don't really need to worry about Binance Coin too much. It already did hit $100 billion this bull run. And then we also have to talk about Cardano because Cardano is very important because this is one of those assets that a lot of people are speculating if it can go to double digits plus this bull run. So let's really address these four. So first and foremost, we do see that Cardano's circulating supply is 32 billion. We see that Hedera's is 9.29 billion, about 220 million, or I think it was 260 million, I think, are released a month. So realistically speaking, safer so we top out around December, okay? So 4 months from now, that's about 1 billion in total supply added again. So we'll basically be at about 10.29 billion for the circulating supply. Totally fine. We still will hit over $100 billion market cap at $10 if that does happen. So it's nothing too crucial or changing for the value or anything like that. We see Bitcoin circulating supply 18.7 million, obviously, and then Ethereum at about 116 million. Now, these key aspects we don't really need to worry about too much. I actually have a spreadsheet open that I did make regarding all four of these assets, and we are going to be talking about those speculative prices as well. So first and foremost, let's talk about this one from July 7th. Now, this is talking about 10K Ethereum options are 88% down from their peak prices. Now, this is talking about $10,000 Ethereum options for December 2021. Now, these are costing buyers $734 each, and now today they are only worth about $85. This is going back to that, July 7th dip that we've seen as well. Now, what does this mean? That means that buyers were buying these $10,000 Ethereum prices, or targets, I should say, for this price. So they would basically profit about 9.3K on each Ethereum that they did purchase for this price in terms of options. Now, when we talk about this, this also goes hand in hand on where does Bitcoin kind of lie, right? Because a lot of people still are calling for a $200,000 Bitcoin, which I am going to be utilizing as just for an example for this video. I personally do think that Bitcoin will top out around 75 to 85K this bull run, possibly even reaching about 90 to 100K for the main topping point. But I don't think that we most likely see 100K, just my opinion. Same kind of goes for Ethereum. I don't know if we will actually see 10K happen this bull run. It's one of those things where a lot of people are waiting for that price, so it most likely won't actually happen. Now, in terms of Bitcoin getting to 100K from its current price, and please disregard what I actually just had on the screen because that is pretty much from my last video, but let's actually analyze this from our move now. So right now we are kind of on some support zone, so it's actually fairly easy to kind of go off of this point. So at 100K, we would basically move up about 142%. Nothing too crazy, honestly, especially from past market moves. But we've already moved up significantly, which I don't think a lot of people realize. So to 200K, I don't know if that changed, but all right, yeah, so it did. So that would be about 384% from our current move up. Now, if we go back to the March 2020 dip and we actually go to that high, we could see that that is actually a significant price jump on Bitcoin, about a 5,000% almost jump on Bitcoin itself. So do I think that 200K is happening? Most likely not this bull run. It will actually happen later, probably during the 2025 bull run. That is, of course, if most of these assets are still around. Not saying that Bitcoin won't. I'm just saying, a lot of things will change in crypto at that time. So who knows if Bitcoin will basically be the main runner or the front runner, if you will, for the bull run at that time. Now, Ethereum is a little bit different. So when we talk about Ethereum hitting 10K, I do think that it is more possible than a $200,000 Bitcoin. For an example, if we wanted to go to 10K off of Ethereum's price currently, it is roughly about a 262% of an increase in price. So actually significantly higher than what Bitcoin's would be. Now, if we do go back to that March of 2020 dip, let's go back. So this is pretty much that March of 2020 dip. We could see that the price is going to be a significant jump from those zones. It's actually about a 12.7K push up. But we also have to realize the fact that Ethereum is significantly cheaper than Bitcoin. So any real movement up is a higher percentage. For an example, a Bitcoin move from say for so $41,000, we'll just say, to about 61,000 is roughly only a 50% of an increase in price, which we see every single day. But that is also $20,000. So it is significantly different when comparing Ethereum to Bitcoin. Now, if we are comparing HBAR, for an example, so HBAR loves the 200-day MA, as we do see that we reject it almost all the time. But now we do see that we are seeing a death cross of the 100 and 200-day MA, which isn't very significant at all, to be completely honest with you, and I wouldn't be concerned about it at all. But if we do see from our current price, if we kind of go to that $10 range, we could see that the price jump would be about 4,452%. Luckily, HBAR was actually around during the March of 2020 dip, and if we actually see back here, our major lows were from 2019 actually. So if we actually kind of go from those lows, which we shouldn't technically, it would be about 116,517% of an increase in price. But for the sake of the video, I'm going off of 2020 prices, so we could actually kind of go off of these lows here. But it is still 100,000% of an increase in price. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying right now. That is absolutely crazy and also unrealistic. But I just want to say right now, most altcoins during the 2017 and 2018 bull run actually did significant jumps similar to that as well. Now, say for so we kind of go off of a low here on the March of 2020 drop as well. It's only about a 57,000% of an increase in price. Seems a lot more realistic, correct? Yep. But if we are talking about the major adoption and also the overall innovation of the team and how fast Hedera is actually moving, could we get into the top 10 by the end of this bull run? And I strongly believe that we will make it into the top 10. And if we're talking about the top 10 and these prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum and all this kind of stuff, right? And even if we're talking about Cardano, right? Because ADA, they're saying it's very likely to go over $10 in 2021. Well, let's analyze the market cap to price for all of these assets. So, for an example, Bitcoin, say for so we do hit 200K. The overall market cap would be about $3.75 trillion. The market cap right now is about $763 billion from its circulating supply. Now we also see Ethereum at 116.9 million. $323 billion market cap, and at the end, if it does hit 10K, $1.1 trillion. We also see ADA, 32 billion circulating supply, 44.1 billion market cap currently, and at a $10 USD price target, we see a $320 billion market cap. Now, if we are taking into accountability the current circulating supply of HBAR and not adding the inflation rate to it, we do see 9.29 billion circulating supply, $1.9 billion market cap, absolutely undervalued, especially when compared to ADA, which I've done a video on already. And at the $10 price, it's about $92 billion, which is a little bit under the $100 billion market cap. When we look at other altcoins, for an example, when we look at Dogecoin, funny enough, we know that this already hit almost a $100 billion market cap this bull run alone. And at, 130 billion circulating supply, that's absolutely ridiculous when you actually compare it to assets like Hedera Hashgraph that have massive use case value. So do I believe that Hedera Hashgraph could make it into the top 10 this bull run, make it to a $92 billion market cap, or at inflation rates, we'll just say about a 10.3 whatever billion dollar market cap, so it'd be like 100 and what, 30 billion, or no, it would be 103 billion, sorry, dollar market cap with inflation rate added to it. So realistically, do I think HBAR could hit $10 this bull run? Yes, I do believe so. My conservative ranges are $3 to $6, so more realistic, if you will. At about $3, it would basically be almost a $30 billion market cap. At $6, it would be roughly about $60 billion market cap as well. So, that's almost, a little bit over the ADA market cap currently, which isn't too crazy comparing it to ADA's, past all-time high market cap, and even when we compare it to other altcoin all-time highs as well. So I think most of, if not all of the top 10, even the top maybe 15 assets will all be at about $100 billion market cap. That is, of course, if they all do reach that. Obviously, who knows what the future will actually hold. But I am very bullish on HBAR and Hedera Hashgraph, and I do think with the project ramping up their transactions per second, project innovation ramping up every single day, and we also don't know who the next GC members are, and who knows what is to actually happen with GC members, with CBDCs, all this kind of crazy stuff that is being in talks about CBDCs and cryptocurrencies and, connecting them and whatever. Who knows what the future holds, but I will say this. There is one thing that I am sure of, that if HBAR doesn't hit $10 this bull run, I do know by 2025, that bull run, we will most likely be at a $50 to $100 HBAR if the project innovation continues at the rate that it is right now, because of how much innovation is actually happening behind the scenes for HBAR and how fast they are truly growing. They are an absolute killer team, and I do think that their asset HBAR is very, very ready to disrupt the crypto scene for what it truly is already with their Hashgraph technology, and I do think that it is one of the best, if not is the best, DLT out there for enterprise use. And with enterprise use, we already know what happens. Value is unlocked at a rapid pace. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter or join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.